Okay, so we're here once again in Mining Simulator 2, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys the amount of currency that you will need to AFK each individual egg for a certain amount of time, and I've gotten every single amount of currency you're going to need for 1 hour all the way down to 8 hours and everything in between as well. So this should be fairly straightforward and a fairly short video as well, and just to show you guys basically how I worked it out. Pretty much every single hour I will hatch around 5,000 eggs, give or take maybe 500 in between, and this is obviously with quadruple hatch and fast hatch as well, and also with the fast hatch glitch. So it's more or less around 5,000 eggs every single hour. Now if you don't have quadruple hatch, or you don't have like the fast hatch or anything like that, you will obviously need less currency than this, but this is just sort of, you know, kind of like a baseline video. You know, if you are going to be AFKing, pretty much just kind of aim for these sort of numbers, because then you're going to AFK without any problems. So let's just get straight into it. So this first one over here is indeed the candy corn egg. Very easy to AFK hatch, and honestly shouldn't really cause anyone any problems. To AFK this for 1 hour, obviously that's going to be 5,000 eggs. You will need 25 million currency, which is pretty easy to get. For 2 hours, 10,000 eggs, 50 million currency. 3 hours, 15,000 eggs, 75 million currency. 4 hours, 20,000 eggs, 100 million currency. 5 hours, 25,000 eggs, 125 million currency. 6 hours for 30,000 eggs is 150 million currency. 7 hours for 35,000 eggs is going to be 175 million currency, and then for 8 hours for 40,000 eggs is 200 million. And of course, if you're going to hatch any more than this, basically just add on 25 million for every single hour that you're going to add on. So if it's obviously 9 hours, 225 million currency, and so on and so forth. It's fairly easy to figure out from this. So yeah, next up of course we have the harvest egg. A little bit more difficult to hatch, but honestly not exactly that bad. As you can see right now on the screen, 1 hour is 5,000 eggs for 1.25 billion currency. 2 hours, 10,000 eggs, 2.5 billion currency. 3 hours, 15,000 eggs, 3.75 billion currency. 4 hours, 20,000 eggs, 5 billion currency. 5 hours, 25,000 eggs, 6.25 billion currency. 6 hours, 30,000 eggs, 7.5 billion currency. 7 hours, 35,000 eggs, 8.75 billion currency. And then finally 8 hours, 40,000 eggs, 10 billion currency. So it is quite a lot to get, but however, I think really 10 billion currency is fairly easy to get when you are like mining things. So honestly, the harvest egg again, not exactly too bad to hatch over time. And of course, if you're getting a ton of currency anyways, you can 100% AFK this egg for like days straight. And of course, if you're doing this for any more hours than 8 hours, just add on an extra 1.25 billion currency for every single hour that you are adding on, and that's basically how you work it out. Very nice and very simple. And then finally we have the most expensive egg in this update, the skull egg. And then we're going to start off of course with 1 hour, 5,000 eggs, 10 billion currency, and already there you'll see that basically for the 8 hours that you get for the harvest egg is 10 billion currency, you will only get 1 hour worth of hatching with the skull egg, so that is absolutely crazy. But then moving on, we have 2 hours, 10,000 eggs, 20 billion currency. 3 hours, 15,000 eggs, 30 billion currency. 4 hours, 20,000 eggs, 40 billion currency. 5 hours, 25,000 eggs, 50 billion currency. 6 hours, 30,000 eggs, 60 billion currency. For 7 hours, 35,000 eggs, 70 billion currency. And in 8 hours, 40,000 eggs, and that's going to be 80 billion currency. And again, very simple. If you are going to be doing any more hours than this, just add on a 10 billion currency for every single hour that you were doing over that. And again, very simple indeed. It is going to be a little bit more difficult to get that 80 billion currency, and of course if you are hatching any more than that, it's going to be fairly difficult. But overall, again, it's not exactly too bad once you actually start to see the numbers, and once you do start to do some mining and stuff, it's going to be fairly easy to get some of these eggs. So yeah, basically I would say on average, if you are going to overnight these eggs, it's probably going to be around 8 hours for overnighting. So overall, you're going to need 200 million there for the candy corn egg, 10 billion for the harvest egg, and 80 billion for the skull egg. So honestly, again, not exactly too bad. Hope this video helps you guys out, and overall, honestly, that's just kind of it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.